back with another review. Let's go. Now, you probably didn't expect it coming so soon, but you know what? Since I got such a kick out of doing the other review of Samoa Joe and AJ Styles, I thought, why not do another one of this recent pickup, which I got today. This bad boy right here, as the title reads, you already know, it's Basic Series number 83, Kurt Angle. It's true. It's damn true. Now, before I get into the actual review itself, I just want to point out that after I'm done reviewing this figure, I'm going to be showing you my entire collection of basics. Forewarning, though, it's not all that much. And that's just because basic figures are exactly that. They're basic. And I ain't no basic bitch. I much prefer elites. But more or less, the ones that I do have serve their purpose, and I'll explain why once I'm done reviewing this bad boy right here. Let's get this underway. Yeah! Okay, so I have the figure in hand here. Now, once again, we're going freehand, no tripod as of yet, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to do this review, and it's still going to be beautiful. Quite like Kurt Angle's mug on the front of the packaging here. Gotta love that confident smile, but then get a look at the face scan. Kind of got a bit of a creepy child predator thing going on. But whatever, still looks good. You know, you got the red sweater with the suit. Yeah, good figure, but we will get into it. Before we do, though, let's check out the back of the packaging. We have, also in the series, Triple H, the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, the Viper, Randy Orton, and also the ever so beautiful Alicia Fox. And if you don't know, Ash J, love him some chocolate. Alicia Fox is a delicious piece, if I do say so myself. Ugh. Anyway, back to the review. So yeah, we got Triple H, you know, it's basic Triple H in wrestling attire. You know, Ty Dillinger, so tempted to almost pick up this figure as well, but once again, I'm not really for having basic figures, you know, especially if they're, you know, in wrestling gear. It's like, why? I'd rather just wait for like a, you know, what's it called, an elite version of the figure. You know, there are special exceptions, and I will explain that more into the video, but nonetheless, we've also got Randy Orton. He comes with that same shirt painted onto his figure. Nothing really special, but then again, Alicia Fox, she was shelf-warming like no tomorrow. I mean, seriously, I had to search high and low to get Kurt Angle, but for the most part, I just came across Alicia Fox and Randy Orton. You know, Ty Dillinger and Triple H were a bit of a surprise, but for the most part, just these two sitting on shelves. Anyway, that's the figure as you see it there in packaging, back of the box, blah, blah, blah. Let's get into it, and I'm going to attempt to do this with just one hand. It seems damn near impossible, but I'm determined to do it. Gotcha. And there it is. Here is Kurt Angle. Let's just get him out of this little packaging here. You know, usually I'm more professional in this, but I thought, hey, like a basic, it's a basics, you know, cardboard box. It's not like an elite style box, which they are an absolute pain to open. But anyway, here we go. Here's the figure outside the box. And, yeah, got a little bit of a mark on the back of his head there. I don't know if that's quite accurate in real life, but nonetheless, I don't really care all that much, because it still looks really decent. Now, with these new style basic figures, the articulation is gone, because usually it was, you had kind of like a bicep swivel, if you will. I don't know if that's the correct term. But now it's just this, you know, you got your upper arm, you got the forearm, and yeah, a lot of people kicked up a gripe about that. Me personally, I don't care, because, you know, basic figures aren't meant to have all that much articulation, and really, what are you missing out on with just, you know, that part there, not being able to articulate, you know? Come on, really, people. So that's the figure. All in all, really good figure. I'm going to start rating my my figures when I review them from a 1 to 10 scale. This one, looking at it, it's a solid 7, you know, decent. What would have really set it off was, I don't know if you noticed on the packaging, I'll just sit him down here and grab the packaging, but on the packaging, Kurt Angle has kind of a, like a woolly sweater, or a knit sweater, if you will. You know, they could have kind of sculpted something on there, you know, like they'd, you know, made it look more like a sweater as opposed to just like a red t-shirt. That would have really bumped it up because, you know, attention to detail is everything in these figures. But unfortunately, you know, like I said, it just looks like a plain red t-shirt. And yeah, but whatever, no major gripes. It's Kurt Angle in a suit, solid 7. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, that is the new style articulation. Now, on to show you my other basic figures. To the point I was just making about that the new style arms, get a look at the old style arms on this here suited Ric Flair. See that little bit there? Yeah, that is non-existent on the new style basic figures. And a lot of people on forums and stuff were losing their mind over that. Personally, I don't think you really should. You know, like I said, there's not much detail. Like what articulation are you missing out on? Like, oh, you can't twist it now? He's in a suit. Why does it matter? Well, I guess if you just collect basics, it probably would matter to you. But whatever. Don't be a basic bitch. Get elites. That's what I say. So yeah, this is one of the other basics I have. Now I'll show you the 2 others I have. Then we have Charlotte. I'll put him next to, put her, sorry, next to Papa Flair. There we go. And of course, finally, we have the Hurricane, who made a cameo appearance in my last video. And we're going to fully feature him in this one. So there we go. That's my entire basics collection. And also, there is one more over here in the back, and it's Macho Man Randy Savage, still in packaging. I'll explain why I don't really collect basics. Like I said, it's the articulation on them. It's pretty much a killer. For the most part, if I'm going to collect basics, it's just going to be like these that are in suits, because, you know, you wouldn't expect to have that much articulation on figures that wear suits. You know, like how often do you actually see, you know, wrestlers wrestle in suits? It's not very often. So therefore, you know, I don't mind having basics if they're in suits, especially of legends like Ric Flair and Triple H. And as for this Charlotte figure, the reason I got her is, well, pretty much every single female wrestler who comes in basic form is the exact same as what you would get in elite form. They still have this kind of torso or upper body articulation, just as they would in elites. So I don't think that's really a big deal. To be fair, this and the Miss Elizabeth figure I have over here are the only 2 women of wrestling that I currently own. And that's not just because, you know, I'm sexist or, you know, whatever the SJWs want to label me. It's basically because I just haven't really seen too many that catch my eye. Now, as for this Hurricane figure, he is in his wrestling attire. And the reason I got him, although he is a basic, is because he never actually had an elite figure. Never, ever, ever. In fact, this is the only figure that Mattel released of him. And I thought, well, how can I not have it? Look at the green. Look at the detail in the logos. It's amazing. Truly one of my favorite figures. But, you know, it just sucks it's in basic form. But because it's in basic form, I'm not going to pass up on it, because I am a fan of the Hurricane and his in-ring work within the WWE. And overall, Shane Helms just seems like such a cool guy. Now, as for this Macho Man Randy Savage, here we go. Prepared for this. I have a huge collection of Macho Man Randy Savage figures here. There is only 2 that are missing that have been released that I don't actually have here, but one is on the way from eBay. Anyway, the reason I have this figure here is basically because I collect every single Macho Man figure possible. He is my all-time favorite wrestler, and I want to have any attire that I have that Mattel releases of him possible. And it just so happens this one attire over here, he didn't actually get a release for this in elite form, although it looks very similar to this one. And this one, you know, it's just basic Macho Man in, you know, tights. It's actually a little bit different. On the back, it has in purple, it says the Macho Man, flickering light, sorry about that. It says Macho Man in purple. There is nothing quite like it. You know, obviously this is a little bit different from this. And like I said, it's just because I want to have every single Macho Man available. So, yeah. that's why I have that one there. But anyway, guys, that is the collection of all my basics figures, and of course the review of this guy here. Hopefully you liked the video. I will be doing more, but most importantly, thank you very much for watching the video. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great day. See ya.